Hello everybody, welcome back to another Warcraft Rumble video. And today we're taking a look at my best deck for the new Cenarius leader, Cenarius himself. But before we dive into that, I do want to give a huge thank you to Blizzard for sponsoring this video. Let's take a look at the Cenarius deck over here. Cenarius is a very powerful leader in Warcraft Rumble. If you haven't tried it out, you really ought to do so. He's got a very powerful ability where he heals all of your minis around him. And he has a special synergy with the Cenarian units where all Cenarian allies gain 20% extra empty health. Now what that means is they will spawn with their regular health, but they'll have 20% more for a maximum health bar, which you can then heal with Cenarius' ability. Now for this particular deck, we are running the talent Revitalize, where allies that enter the Tranquility effect trigger an additional healing pulse. Basically just makes his healing a bit more effective. Now in our first slot, we have the Fairy Dragon with the talent Invisibility, which grants it stealth. Now if you don't have that talent, I would recommend taking the Fey Blessing, which basically grants resist to one nearby ally once per deploy. It's basically makes it a powerful support unit to go in there and increase the resistance of your army. Now in our second slot over here, we have the Bog Beast, basically a 3 gold kind of mini tank unit. We are rocking the talent Flourish, where the heals are 30% more effective, obviously because of Cenarius' ability, healing it up, which also increases his health. Having even more healing is even more effective. Now, if you do have the Ancient of War, you can swap out the Ancient of War instead of the Bog Beast, depending on if you're playing PvE or PvP. The Ancient of War is very powerful, especially in PvP, with the talent Lightning Rod. What Lightning Rod does is basically, if you use it for more than 4 gold, any of your enemy spells or unbound units are automatically redirected to the Ancient of War. And that's very powerful in PvP. So if you had the Lightning Rod ability with the Ancient of War, you can go ahead and swap it out instead of the Bog Beast. Now for the third slot, in the tank slot, we are rocking the tank Fire Elemental with the Molten Core talent. Basically just kind of goes in there and does a bit more damage. In the fourth slot, we have the cycle unit, the Defias Bandits, with the Pick Lock talent. Fifth slot, we have the Witch Doctor with the Amplify Curse talent. Now, the Witch Doctor is a range unit that has a slower or lower DPS, but with the Amplify Curse, when the target dies, it explodes, damaging nearby units, which kind of effectively converts it into a splash damage unit. Now, if you want to, you can actually use the Spirit Ward talent instead. What this does is it turns it more so into a support unit than a splash damage support unit, because with Spirit Ward, when it destroys a target, it'll grant a shield to a nearby ally, absorbing the next attack against them, which can be very, very effective when you are basically building up that one big push with Cenarius, as you typically do with this kind of a deck. So if you have the option, I would go Spirit Ward first over Amplify Curse, but we have Amplify Curse as it is right now. And then finally, in the last slot with the ranged slot, we have the Huntress with the Shadow Meld talent. Shadow Meld is very, very powerful. It grants stealth and ambush to the Huntress, turning it into a very effective assassination unit. So let's jump into some heroic missions and see this army in action. Now I'm going to go ahead and drop the Bog. Actually, no, let's go Cenarius here. Then we'll drop Bog Beast into the healing, and then you can see the Bog Beast has a bit more health when it drops down there. That's not actually on the initial deploy. That's because of the 20% more health from Cenarius' perk, but it's empty health. So they spawn out empty and you have to kind of heal it up a bit more. We're going to go the Fairy Dragon, which spawns out with the stealth ability because of the talent. Then the Witch Doctor will go in there. And Cenarius' tank is down. Let's go in with the Fire Elemental here. Cenarius is doing a good job healing up right now, but obviously he's being targeted by the Mountaineer, which is not what we want to see. We don't have a tank in front of them if we possibly can. But for now, he's going to go in. He's healing everything up right now. I actually like that they distracted him. Gives him a bit more time to heal up before he goes into the tower range. And there, the Defias Bandits are able to sneak in front. You can see the Witch Doctor talent kind of coming in useful there versus the Harpies. And then we go and kill the Drake. I want to get another Cenarius here. Get 2 heals going down. Let's sneak a Huntress in. She's a fast-moving unit with stealth. She can go in there and destroy a lot of that swarm. With the Huntress multi-attack. There we go, there we go. And then let's get some more bandits going on here. Let me get to my kobold. What's attacking my base here? Hey, you, get out of there. All right, we destroyed the leader, destroyed the boss, and there we go with a solid victory with our Cenarius deck. Let's grab a reward over here. What do we get? What do we get? Ooh, I'm going to go for the Necromancer upgrade just because it is available. Then let's go in with the Moonkin. And let's go in with the Ancient of War. There we go. Let's jump into this mission here versus Gramash Hellscream. Let's see how we can do with this one. All right, cool. Got an arrow there, arrow there. We can go in with the Fire Elemental here. Defiance Bandits sneaking for that chest right there. And then let's heal up my Fire Elemental here. Goes in to destroys the Witch Doctor. And then he should support it nicely, heal up my Fire Elemental. But the tower will target it, but watch this. When it goes down, it'll spawn a lava pool because of the extra talent we have with that one. If it goes down. The healing of Cenarius is very, very effective right now. Destroy these few units on my tower here so we don't get destroyed. And then we should be well on our way to a victory here. Yeah, that Fire Elemental is still alive there because of the healing from Cenarius. That is absolutely absurd. All right, let's go Kobold. Get that Gold Vein. Let's go with some Defiance Bandits for that. Do it up there. Even though he's going to take the chest first. Doesn't really matter. And then we can go in there. We can swarm. And Cenarius is so good for building up those massive pushes and just kind of like creating this unstoppable force. Because the radius is so large, all of your minis in there just get perpetually healed, and every new mini going in there triggers that talent that we talked about earlier, where there's the additional healing wave, and it just heals everything up even faster. So very, very powerful leader. If you haven't tried it out, I really recommend trying so. Let's go here with the Anu, another new Cenarian leader. Video coming on that one soon. We'll grab the Ancient of War. We'll go for the Fairy Dragon. There we go. Let's jump into some more heroic missions over here. Let's go in with the Bog Beast. And I want to go Witch Doctor here for support. And then as soon as we can get to Cenarius, we can. Boom, we'll go down right there. We'll heal up our Bog Beast. He's got the 30% extra healing from the talent. And then if we go into the Fire Elemental here, it should... Yes, there we go. Come on, Bog Beast. Get your health back, buddy. Nice, nice, nice. So, Bog Beast is trapped by Cenarius, but that's good because it gives me more time to heal him up. We can sneak in here with the Fairy Dragon to attack that tower. And then, there's no chance the Defiance Bandits aren't too effective on this particular map. But, Witch Doctor going in there destroys the Troll. If I would have had the other talent for the Witch Doctor, it would grant armor to a nearby unit. And you can kind of see how that synergizes with this kind of a strategy where you're building up a big push. And even like the Fairy Dragon talent I was talking about earlier, where you get that big push going on, Cenarius is healing everybody up, and then everybody kind of becomes perpetually stronger as the push keeps going because the Fairy Dragon is granting resist to your allies. The... What else was it? The... And the Witch Doctor is granting the armor to the nearby ally. You can kind of see how it kind of like starts to multiply the effects. There we go. Cool. With the Prowler. Let's go for the Cenarius here. And let's grab the Bog Beast. And we'll jump into one final mission here with this army to see how we can do. Boom. There we go. We are facing another Bog Beast. Bog Beast versus Bog Beast over here. Okay, let's go. Fairy Dragon. Ooh, we need Cenarius here to tank that Witch Doctor. I should use the Fire Elemental. But the Cenarius is fine. Okay, cool. Bit of a misplay by me there. I should have used the Fire Elemental. It's a bit of a tank and cheaper. But it's okay. We can go in. Cenarius should be able to take care of those. Look at this. And Cenarius, I didn't even mention this. He also roots all nearby targets. So not only is he healing your units, but he's suppressing the enemy like swarm as well. So he just overall is a very effective like area denial type of leader, which is so effective for building up that massive push. Now he does need some support here, so let's try and go in with the Huntress. We've got a bunch of these units spawning out. I want to keep my Cenarius alive if we can. Look at this. The Dark Iron Miner can't even get in there because of the roots. Just gives me way more time to support him. Now, if I could, I would love to have two Cenariuses down for the double healing effects. But I think we gotta defend our tower a bit here. We'll take care of that guy. We've got a big push going on here. Cenarius is healing everybody up. Let's go in. Let's wait for 5 gold and go in for one more Cenarius for the extra heal. We can get 2 heals going on. This is just so effective at building up that massive push. 2 Cenarius is going in there. They're all healing up. The Fairy Dragon's doing some work, but Witch Doctor's putting some work in. And there is another mission complete. Let's upgrade our Earth and Moon spell here. Let's go in for the Anu. And then let's go in for the Ancient of War. You know what? I want to do one more. I'm really enjoying this deck, so let's just do one more battle here quickly. It's just so effective, man. It's fun. Like, it's the way the Cenarius leader plays. It's so much fun. Let's go in with Cenarius and the Fire Elemental. There we go. The Huntress is damaging it, but hopefully, look at this Cenarius here, which is that big chicken swarm coming in. You see how it just destroys? So effective versus those swarms. It is an extremely satisfying unit to use. Now, we are fairly low here in tower health, so we got to be kind of a bit careful going forward. I got a bit greedy there. Sometimes you can sacrifice a little bit of tower health earlier on for like a bigger push, but you kind of cut it close there with the tower health, so we got to be careful with those sneaky units kind of coming in here. Let's go in with a Cenarius. Let's go to the right side, dude. Bog Beast going down. Cenarius healing up my Defies Bandits. And we should be able to get some gold from that chest. There we go. Hey, oh, dude, I got so scared there. I thought something was on my tower. Okay, we can destroy that tower. Hopefully, come on, Witch Doctor. You can do it, my friend. Yes, sir. Get some gold here from the chest. I'm dropping units next to my tower just because I do want to be careful. Normally, I would try and go for the win right now, but just trying to be a bit more cautious right now. Yeah, we can go all in. There's nobody on my tower right now. It's on fire, but we're fine. Cool. So my app going down, boss is destroyed, and we have ourselves another victory with this amazing Cenarius deck. So just to recap, a couple of options for y'all after we grab the rewards from this mission here. Boom. There we go. Let's get the this dude, level him up from my experience. There we go. And Fairy Dragon. Cool. So just to recap, a couple of the options that you have, I would definitely say for Cenarius, Revitalize is the strongest talent so far in my experience. With the Fairy Dragon, I would go for the Fey Blessing first, and then Invisibility second, because the Fey Blessing grants resist to a nearby ally, which, as you saw with that massive push, kind of perpetually builds up a stronger and stronger self-supporting army. With the Bog Beast, Flourish is pretty strong, but if you can use the Ancient of War with the Lightning Rod talent for PvP especially. The Fire Elemental, I find it pretty effective because of the splash damage of the Molten Core, but you can swap it out for a different tank if you want to, like an Abomination or basically anything. I prefer kind of faster cycle gold cost, which is why I use the Fire Elemental for 4. The Defies Bandits, you can swap it out for something else if you're playing a map that has no chest. The Witch Doctor, I would definitely recommend using the Spirit Ward talent. And then for the Huntress, it's pretty strong and pretty good in this particular army as well. So that is the army. That is the deck. Give it a try. Let me know how it goes for you. And be sure to download Warcraft Rumble through the link down below in the description. And once again, a huge thank you to Blizzard for sponsoring this video.